Okay, guys, this is lesson 9.6, find a rule. So here's an example problem of a story problem and how we would solve it. It says you are making a costume with triangles and beads. Each pattern unit, so each pattern for each costume, adds 3 triangles and 18 beads. If you use 72 triangles in your design, how many beads do you use? How many times do you repeat the pattern? So whenever we get these story problems with the tables, I want us to make the table when we're trying to find a rule. It'll help you significantly. If you just read this, it's confusing. So let's make a table. So we know from our story problem that each pattern, so I've got pattern unit right here. So for one pattern, we have 3 triangles and 18 beads. So this is this is what it takes to make a pattern, make a costume. We have to, for one pattern, we have 3 triangles, 18 beads. So if we had 2 patterns, we would have to have 3 more triangles, right, to make another one. So now we're up to 6 triangles. And we would have to have 18 more beads. So now we're up to 36 beads. If we were to go again and make 3 pattern units, we would have, so 3 units, we would have 9 triangles, because we're going by 3s, and we would have 54 beads. These last 2 steps here were just extra. We didn't absolutely need them to solve this problem. I just wanted you guys to be able to see the patterns that we have going on. So it wants us to know if you use 72 triangles. So I'm going to write 72 triangles. How many pattern units would we have? And how many beads would we need to have if we had 72 triangles? Well, let's look for some patterns. So for each pattern unit, to get to triangles, 1 times 3 is 3, 2 times 3 is 6, 3 times 3 is 9. So to get from pattern unit to triangles, we are just timesing by 3 each time. Times by 3. Now let's see what it takes to get from triangles to beads. 3 to 18, well I know that's 3 times 6 is 18. 6 times 6 is 36. 9 times 6 is 54. So to get from triangles to beads, we are multiplying by 6. So we are just looking for the patterns. Okay, you can also find other patterns if you divide by 6 or divide by 3, or you could add 3 here or add 18. So now we need to find these 2 numbers. Well, if we have 72 triangles and we need to find our number of beads, we know that we just need to multiply by 6. So if we multiply 72 times 6, we get 432. So that's how many beads we would need. And now the pattern unit, how many pattern units would we have? Well, if we had to times something by 3 to get triangles, to go the opposite way, like I said earlier, is we would divide. So 72 divided by 3 would be 24. So there are 2 answers. Our pattern unit's 24 and our beads are 432. Okay, here's your extra credit. I want you to find these 2 numbers now with this number changed. So we have 63 triangles. How many beads would we have and how many pattern units would we have?